Hello friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Astrology channel. I'm Ozan Kurtbey. The topic of today's video. Actually, on weekends, I usually take the time to explain the sky in astrological terms and concepts. Now, I wanted to make sure you really know what's what, so you can fully understand exactly what I'm describing in the sky. Mars is doing this, Venus is doing that, this one is doing this, that one is doing that. Okay, but what is this? What am I actually explaining? Astrology. All right, astrology. Okay, but what is the science? What is special about this science? What is this science? Why? How does it explain things? What does it explain? I decided to focus on this because there is a lot of misinformation about this topic circulating on the internet. There is an extreme amount of misinformation going around. You come with such questions that I think this isn't even astrology. Whoever made it up really made it up well. Exactly. Whoever threw it out there threw it out well. That's why you should get the correct information. Understand what I explained better in the comments. Now then, there are 12 moons. 12 o'clock. A day is 24 hours. Because there are 12 on one side and 12 on the other side in the universe. On Earth, there are 12 on one side. The other side is in darkness. Then that side gets 12 hours of light. Our 12 hours become dark. It gets darker. That's why there are 12 months. Why is that? Because when we humans first came to Earth, in other words, our consciousness was limited. We came here to elevate it. We came here to evolve. The more you use each piece of knowledge, the more it starts to sink in and you begin to learn. Your consciousness automatically starts to rise. As your consciousness begins to rise, your perspective on the world starts to change. Why was it done this way? Because humanity needed to understand the universe in order to make sense of it all. For this reason, a mathematical system was essentially established, and we live according to this mathematical system in our daily lives. In fact, we are not really living. We are going through our evolutionary process. But humans say, I am living, my life is wonderful. You're actually undergoing an evolutionary process right now. You came here to experience the process of evolution. You came to experience the cycle of samsara, the process of evolution. You came to analyze yourself. You came to discover yourself. As you discover yourself through knowledge, now as you discover knowledge, you will take the part that belongs to you. You will do this instinctively. You will start to use it automatically. This will both raise your frequency and enable you to evolve. And also, why am I living? What is my situation? Why am I alive? I don't know what state I'm in. I'm just going. You know that song, Day and Night? It's just like that. Our essence, on the other hand, starts from the lunar nodes. In astrology, the essence begins with the lunar nodes. What are the lunar nodes? How did we come to this world, to this planet? In what state did we arrive? This is exactly how it is. It is known as now in the form of a war. It is the lunar node, and it is completed with the upper part. It is completed with the north node. In astrology, this is what is considered impure at first. Now, you will leave aside the one above and first learn about this state. The lunar nodes. There are 12. Why? Because there are 12 moons. Each sign, each month has a lunar node. And the information within these lunar nodes was the knowledge that was ready for you when you came into this world. Other information was added on top of this. Your mother's knowledge, your father's knowledge, and so on. If you first learn what this knowledge is, if you understand what it means, you will start to unravel yourself. Once you start to unravel yourself, you begin to evolve. When the consciousness starts to perceive this. That's why the lunar nodes are so important, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, in other words, for this reason, the first stage is the lunar nodes. After that, there are other asteroids and planets. That's all the information we will provide in this video for now. The foundation of astrology starts with the lunar nodes.